guys, it's Lauren J. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I like to do get ready with me style videos that use new makeup, new to me makeup, or makeup I just wanted to use and haven't used in a while. So it's just all about playing and having fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, stick around. So today I have the Viseart Paris Etoile in this beautiful packaging with the Parisian skyline on it. It's a deep blue, navy, smoky color story. And honestly, I don't go for smoky eye a lot just because I feel like not wearing makeup and the pigmentation around my eyes is just a smoky eye in itself. But I just really could not resist the packaging of this and the color story. So hold on just a second. So this is the beautiful color story, smoky eye, heaven. It's got deep mattes and beautiful shimmers and just wow, just wow. So anyway, I was not going to order anything else from Viseart for the year just because I felt like I still wanted to play with my palettes that I picked up earlier in the year, but they released this and they also released the Petit Four, and I really wanted the lapis. So if you saw my haul, you know that I picked up the lapis quad, I picked up this guy, and I also picked up the Violette Étendue. Been having a lot of fun playing with them. I still have to do a video with the lapis quad, but I figured I would do this today since I have been having a lot of fun playing with it. It's one of their smaller Petit Pro palettes that is in the 1 gram pan size, so same size as the Paris Edit or the Aperol, well, it's not the Aperol Spritz, but the Spritz Edit, all those other smaller 12 pans, or their Petit Pro Un de Trois, the Chouchou, the Midsummer, Solstice, all of those, it's the same size as those. So a little bit smaller than the Petit Fours and the Étendues, which are the 1.5 gram size, but just enough to give you a beautiful look. So, I mean, are you gonna pan any of these shades? Probably not. Probably not. I know I'm not going to. They're just so pretty to look at. And of course they are removable, so I have taken them out and labeled, put a removable sticker on the back and labeled the palette, the name, and the brand. So that's how I choose to keep track of mine. Hopefully one day I will just have a giant magnetic palette that I can stick all my Viseart shadows in and just play, which is one of the things that I really love about their packaging, that it's all magnetic and you can just mix and match colors, and it's so much fun. So much fun to play. So I thought I would give you a few quick swatches. I did wear my navy blue for you today to match with the eye look and the messy hair. So let's just go in with some swatches. And some of these are very light, so they're just not gonna show up on me, but I thought I would just do it anyway, just to give you an idea of not just in pan and not just on the eyes, but how they swatch. I'm gonna go this way across and swatch them all down my arm. Hopefully remember to leave enough room. Anyway, I'm gonna start with the first one. This is a shimmer, really light shimmer called Fontaine. And you can see how beautiful that is. It's got like this little pinky tinge to it. Then there's this matte here called Vivan. This is very light. It's what I have on my brow bone today, but it just really blends in. It's just a little bit deeper than my skin tone. I don't even know if you can see that. I can barely see it. But just a nice blurring, sort of erasing shade for me. Then we have another matte. This is called Respire or Respale. This is the deep navy matte. Sort of a black base. and it's just really smoky. Not super, super pigmented, just really, really smoky. And then we have this shimmer that acts more like a satin. It's what I have on the outer part of my eye today, and this one is called Fluoresce. It's got a very deep base. And it does have shimmer in there in that deeper base, but this does tend to act a little bit more like a satin as I tend to use it. But there is shimmer in there. And I believe these are all named after Paris streets or Paris areas. So the next one, this beautiful deep blue, is called Montmartre. So pretty. And it doesn't just go on your eyes, and it's not just dark on your eyes, it does have color, as you can see. And then we'll go into the next matte, which is Choisi. This purple here. Again, you can see it has color to it. It's not just deep and messy and smoky. We have sort of this little deeper shimmer, more of a taupey shimmer called Montparnasse. Just stunning. So smooth. As you can see, it's a little bit more purple than Fontaine. So this one I have on the lid, this one I have on the inner corner. And then the last one right here, this is sort of this deep smoky color with a bit of chunkier glitter in it. This one is called Mouffetard, I believe. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce it, but it's, as you can see, it swatches a little bit chunkier. But oh my goodness, it's got this beautiful, beautiful sparkle in it, which I hope is coming through because it's just stunning. And that's what I have on the outer part of my eye, on top of the mattes and the satins. That's the color story swatched out. And as you can see, it's very, very pigmented, but it doesn't overwhelm you. So far I have found these shadows to be very easy to work with, like a lot of Viseart shadows. The shimmers are very nice, sometimes more satiny, sometimes more sparkly, never really that boom boom pow. They just really blur everything on your eyes and just make everything look blended and just soft. So I think when you do get those ones with the sparkle in it, they really do make an impact, whether you put them on the outer part of your eye or in the center of the lid. So it's just like a really beautiful smoky eye palette, really nice palette for going out. I think it's really just for like a navy and purple color story, which in a lot of cases could just go and look like a bruise. I think, at least on me, I think it looks really nice, and it, like, I really do love those that deeper blue matte called Montmartre. I think it's just beautiful for the outer part of the eye on me. So I did get this on the Viseart website. I do believe it is limited edition if you want to pick it up. So I don't know how much longer it's going to be around after the holidays, but I do believe it is still there. So Might be worth it if you're interested in an easy smoky eye palette, and if you want to see how I put together this look, keep watching. Hey guys, welcome back to Extreme Close-Up, and I just have my brushes and my palette in front of me, so I'm gonna get into this look. But before we do, can we just have an appreciation moment for this packaging? So gorgeous. I'm gonna go obviously for something smoky, but maybe just a little tone down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go in with the deep blue shade right here, this deep blue matte shade right here called Montmartre, and I'm gonna take this E36 Sigma brush, and it's just a really fine, fluffy brush, really tiny, and I'm just gonna pat that on the outer V of my eye. Just sort of tapping here and pushing it forward a little bit. Trying to do this with my eyes sort of at the level that you would look at me, so that it doesn't all get hidden underneath my hood. But just so it's blue enough and not too deep. I don't need it to mimic the color in the pan. And I've got time today, so I'm just kind of doing a little bit more blending, just taking my time and blending out. And I think depending on what kind of tone you want, you could use any of the mattes, even any of the deep mattes in here. There's one that's more purpley, there's one that's more navy. I just happen to like this Montmartre one because it's more of a true blue. I mean, it's still a deep blue, but it's more of a truer blue than the deeper, more grayish one. Okay, so I think this eye is just a little bit deeper because I do have like a little bit more of creasing on this side, like a few more places where the shadow doesn't want to stick. I always have that issue with shadows, so I think this side's a little bit deeper than this, but I think for someone looking at me yay far away, it should be okay. And this side just has a nice shape that I don't want to mess with too much. So that was the color Montmartre. More towards the outer part of the lid, I'm going to put this purple, deep purple shimmer called Fluoresce. I'm going to put that just about halfway up to the lid. Just pat it on and blend it into the outer corner color. I'm sort of using it more like a satin than like a true shimmer, just to put some color down with a little bit of shine. This one it's nice and sparkly in the pan, but it's another one of those purples that once you get it on the eye, it's much more muted unless you're shining light directly on it. It just sort of diffuses and just puts a nice bit of color, deep color on your eye. And now I'm going to take this deeper, a little bit chunkier, well, chunky is kind of relative when it comes to Viseart shadows, but it's a little bit more chunkier than this one. It's a little bit deeper. This one is called Montparnasse. And I'm just going to take my ring finger and put that on the lid. Not all the way to the inner corner. And this one is a true shimmer, but as you can see, it's not like boom, bang, pow, like glitter. It's just a nice, beautiful shine. And there's nothing wrong with boom, bang, pow glitter shimmer. I love those. But this is just a nice, softer alternative. Just something that kind of blurs your lines and just gives you that sort of more inner glow, at least in my opinion. But there's definitely a time and place for sparkle, and we'll get there. Then I'm going to take the lightest shimmer right here. This one is called Fontaine, and it's a little bit more pinky. This one's a little bit more taupey. I'm just going to take my pinky and put that on the inner corner. Then I'm going to go in with this light matte called Vivan, and I'm just going to take this Sigma E25 brush and just brush it real lightly between on the brow bone here and blend out the other shadows so they're a little bit softer, not quite as stark. It's a very, very, very light shade. Okay, so just to add some sparkle to the look, I'm gonna go in with this deep, glittery, it's like a navy with a black base and some purpley, silvery navy glitter in it. Not glitter, but shimmer, bigger particles. And I'm just gonna place that on the outer part of the eye just to put some sparkle there. I'm just taking my index finger with a bit of it, and you can see it is a little bit chunkier. And I'm just gonna put that out here. On top of that purple. And I think you can see that that just adds a little bit of more definition with a nice sort of purple base. That sort of starry night effect that this whole palette is going for. It really just is so pretty. And I believe this shade name is called Mouffetard, M-O-U-F-F-E-T-A-R-D. So apologize if I didn't say that correctly. I think that's my best guess. Okay, so that is the lid done. I am gonna go in and do some base product. Okay, so I've done my base. I've used the Anastasia Luminous foundation and the Magic Touch concealer, put a bit of powder on. So now I've got my other face products ready to go. I'm gonna be using the Physicians Formula Coffee Bronzer from the Butter Cheat Day collection, the 4-pack that I picked up. It's got this little bit of tan within the deeper bronzer color. And it is kind of just a spray over. You can see it kind of disappears once you get into it. It's a little bit of a strange shade, but I thought I hadn't used it on camera yet, so I would just do that. And it smells like coffee, so of course that's a plus. So just giving some color and shape back to the face. So I think, as you can see, that's very light. And again, this is an overspray, so as soon as you start to use it, that little coffee design in it goes away, which is really too bad. But maybe the bronzer will get a little deeper as you wipe that away. Then, let's see, we're gonna go in with some blush. This is the Buxom Wanderlust blush in primer infused blush in Mykonos. I believe I picked this up either with points or during the 21 Days of Beauty sale. Now it's just a nice light peach. Just a nice luminous flush to the cheeks. And then before I go into highlighter, I'm going to finish up the eyes. So first, I'm gonna go into that deeper navy matte shade called Respire. And I'm just gonna do a bit of lining and a little bit of sort of faux wing, just to put a little bit more definition along the lash line. And this is a kind of very forgiving, deeper matte. It's just very smoky and diffusible. It doesn't go on like boom pigment. It's just easy to blend out, but also you can still see it. So. All right, so then under the eye, the lower lash line, I'm gonna go in with, where's my brush? There it is. I'm gonna go in with this Sonia Kashuk smudger, and I'm just gonna put a bit of the purple Choisi right here, this deep purple. Just gonna put a little bit of that on the lash line. And then I'm gonna take this little mini Lash It Loud mascara from e.l.f. Okay, so then we're gonna go in with my Becca Berlin Girl Glow. Obviously you cannot get this one anymore, but it's like my favorite sort of cool toned pink with a base of blue highlighter that I just think is gonna go really well with this. Then for my lips, I'm gonna take this KIKO Milano lip pencil. This is in 01 from the Charming Escape collection. This is more of the coffee color. I'm just gonna line my lips with it. So I think that's a nice cool tone color to go with this. And then on top of that, I'm gonna be taking this number 100 Sephora Lipstories. This is the one in Celebratr that I picked up in the Holiday Vibes collection. It's one of their metals. It's kind of a rose gold, and it's just more of a topper, so I'm just gonna dot that on top. And that's the finished look. Okay guys, so hair's down. I'm just letting it be a little bit messy and piecey and wavy and a little bit in my face. So got a little bit of mystery. No. Anyway, this is the finished look with the Viseart Paris Etoile Palette released for the holidays. I believe it is limited edition, and I think you can still get it on their website. If you like your smoky looks, I think it's got you covered. I believe I've used all 8 shades today. So very easy to use, very friendly, very forgiving. All the things that I really love about Viseart. I'm kind of in love with the brand right now, as you can tell. And again, this packaging. Can we just have another moment for this packaging? Alright, well, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think of this look, what you think of Viseart shadows, and if you picked anything up over Black Friday or for the holidays, anything from their limited edition collection, either the Petit Fours or the Paris Etoile. I would love to hear from you. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Any of those would be great, and all of them would be welcome. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.